Until quite recently, none of us had heard the strange sounding word synodality. So what does it mean? It means, in fact, a church where we are all together on the road. That's literally what synod means, on the road together. In other words, we are a pilgrim people journeying together, not just some of us, not just the Pope and the bishops, but all the baptized journeying together. And as we journey, we listen to each other. We listen to each other's story, and we listen to each other in order to listen to the voice of God. And we listen to the voice of God because we are at a moment in the Church's history where the future is uncertain for many reasons. And the only way we will find the good path into the future is by listening to God. And we will only listen to God if we listen to each other. This is important for the life of the Church because there is no other way into the future which God is preparing. We have to journey together with the ears of the heart wide open, listening to each other so that we can listen to God and follow.
Essentially, it's about inclusion, everyone coming together and working together, sharing their gifts and talents as people of God. We are social, cultural and spiritual beings, part of one community, one faith, working together, serving and loving our God. So what it would mean for me and my family is that we are able to be included as part of the faith community, to be actively involved in decisions that affect us and affect the whole community.
What would it mean for my family, my young family? It would mean everything really. Anyone with small children knows the difficulties and challenges of having small children at Mass. As a father of a 2-year-old, a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old, a synodal church is one that recognises that my children, each of them, have gifts and a role to play in our local parish community. So synodality for the church, for me, is not optional. It's absolutely essential.
A synodal church is a church that recognises all gifts and roles. Now, for me and my family, my girls are still pretty young. But for us, it would mean that my girls would experience a church that celebrates their giftedness and calls them and invites them to use those gifts to contribute to the church and its mission. A synodal church recognises the diversity of giftedness of my whole family and draws these gifts out so that we can live out our calling as missionary disciples.
So to have our families be included in the decision-making of the church would mean to see a church that is engaging and want to welcome family into the life of the church in a personal way and in a more engaging way. For my family, what that would look like is how do we raise our children in a community that is life-giving, that is nourishing, that is creating opportunities for our children to grow in their faith and to be part of something bigger than themselves.
So what would it mean for my family and I if we had prayer and reflection experiences that were relevant to us? I think more than anything it would mean that whether it's myself and my husband or my adult kids or our new baby granddaughter, that each one of us would be drawn more deeply into the mystery of God wherever we're at that stage in our life.